Greetings viewers and subscribers. So like we told you this morning, this is our second video for today. We uploaded this video last night and we had to take it back down because YouTube, they flagged it. So we pulled it, did some editing and upload it again. Now, in this video, we are not gonna be doing any driving. We are also going to be showing you some photographs. The photographs of some victims. Now, you remember on Monday, October 25th, 2021, we brought you a story. We told you that 2 prisoners escaped from the Montego Bay Freeport police station lockup. At the time, we gave you the alias names for both men. One of them is called Shortman and the other one is called AJ. We have now ascertained the names for both men. The police force has released their names. One is Ainsley Woodburn. You're seeing his photograph on your screen right now. That is Ainsley Woodburn, otherwise called Shortman. He's about 32 years old and he's from a place named Belfont in the parish of St. James. Belfont, it is near to the border of Westmoreland, up in the hills. Now, we don't have a photograph for Alex Scott, otherwise called AJ, but in this video, we are going to be concentrating on Shortman. Remember we told you that we were going to be doing some digging, because Shortman, it is said that he's charged for at least 6 murders. So we had said in the video on Monday that we'll be doing some checks to find out more about these 6 murders. We have gathered some information and we are still doing some more checks. Here is what we are learning so far. Shortman, he's a chopper. Like I told you before, a chopper is another name for a scammer. Shortman and some guys, they were involved in the lottery scamming at Belfont in Catadupa in the parish of St. James. That is where Shortman hails from. Like we always tell you, this game, and I am referring to it as a game because that is what those who are involved call it. Yes, they call it a game. The lottery scamming, it is responsible for a lot of killings. The lottery scamming, it has turned good friends into the biggest of enemies. In Western Jamaica especially, Montego Bay, Westmoreland, Trelawney, Hanover, it is the same thing. People making money, claim say other people rob them, and guns start firing. This is one such case. Now, we are learning that Shortman, yes, he was involved in the game, and he had some persons around him. It is said that at least 2 of the guys around him, they claimed that Shortman robbed them. They claimed that they bingo and Shortman didn't share the money correctly. So what these guys did, the 2 of them, they broke into Shortman's house and stole a vault. In this vault was over $5,000, some land papers and some car documents. They then fled the area. It is said that contact was made with them and they told somebody that they threw away the papers at a place named Ginger Hill in the parish of St. Elizabeth. We are not sure whether or not the documents were retrieved. But Shortman, he did not get back the money. The first person to bite the dust as a result of the money being stolen is a man named Orion Lawrence. He was popularly called 40. You are seeing 40 on your screen right now. It is said that 40, he was attacked and taken out by hoodlums. It is said that 40 is related to one of the guys who is alleged to have stolen the vault out of Shortman's house. Hoodlums went to the house looking for this guy, didn't find him. As a result, 40 was taken out. 40 was killed on August 31st, 2019. The very next day, a man, his surname is Woodburn, is the father of Shortman. He was popularly called Jalou. Jalou, he was attacked, shot, and taken out by hoodlums. It is said that Jalou, his killing was an act of reprisal for the death of 40. Jalou was attacked on the night of September 1st, 2019, but his body, it was discovered in a pine field the next day, September 2nd, 2019. We are also learning that when Jalou was taken out, he was found with a weapon. Well, the police, they had recovered a weapon from him. Now, later that same evening, a lady, she is the mother of O'Shane Downer. I'm calling O'Shane Downer name now because you're gonna hear his name again later down. It is said that hoodlums, they went to this lady's house and opened gunfire at it. We are told that no one was injured, but hoodlums, in reprisal for Jalou's killing, they had gone to this house and shut it up. The lady, she was at home at the time, but she was not hurt. The next person to be taken out, allegedly by Shortman, was a man popularly known as Fire. His correct name is Bertrand Bennett. Fire was 54 years old and he lived at a place named Leety in the parish of St. James. It is said that on September 25th, 2019, Fire, he had just reached home. Some kids were in the yard. As he reached home, two men entered the yard armed with guns. Fire, he saw the men and ran inside of his house and locked the door. The men, they kicked off the door, entered Fire's house and shot him at point blank range. Fire and an 8-year-old girl, they were shot and wounded in this incident. They were rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where Fire, he was pronounced DEAD. This 8-year-old girl that was shot, she was shot in her face. We are told that a reconstruction surgery had to be done on her face because her face was badly damaged by the bullets. It is said that Fire is related to one of the men who allegedly stole the vault out of Shortman's house. Shortman's next alleged victim was a man known as Greybeard. We haven't gotten his correct name. The allegations are that Greybeard, he went to his farm at a place named Stonehenge when he was attacked and taken out by Shortman and his cronies. The next person that was taken out was a guy named Andre O'Shane Downer. He was popularly called Blacks, 29 years old, and he lived at Belfont in Catadupa in the parish of St. James. We are told that he was at a shop when he was approached by two men. These men, they brandished guns and opened gunfire. He received gunshot wounds, mostly to his head. The men then made good their escape in the area. He was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he too was pronounced DEAD. Now, Andre, you remember the first person we told you about? Orion Lawrence, he was also known as Conrad. It is said that Andre and Conrad or Orion, they are cousins. So we are now gone 4 persons that were allegedly taken out by Shortman. Orion Lawrence, otherwise known as Conrad, Bertrand Bennett, popularly known as Fire, a man who we haven't gotten his full name, but he is called Greybeard, and O'Shane Downer, popularly known as Blacks. So that's 4. The 5th person we are learning that Shortman was charged for was a man popularly known as Pappy Dread. Pappy Dread, his correct name is Herbert Spencer. He was attacked, shot, and taken out. Now, Pappy Dread, hear how Pappy Dread is connected. He is the baby father for O'Shane Downer and Orion Lawrence's aunt. Pappy Dread, he was attacked because Shortman and his crew, they got information that the guys who had stolen the money from his house, they were hiding out at Pappy Dread's house. So that's 5 persons that Shortman was charged for. The last person who he was charged for is a guy named Christopher Frey. Christopher Frey was popularly known as Chris. But guess what? Chris, he was Shortman's cousin. Here is why we are learning that Chris was taken out. Shortman, he was already wanted for some murders, so he was hiding out from the police. We are told that Shortman, he and his brother Oral. Now, Oral is in custody now, but we are going to tell you some more about it. Shortman and his brother Oral, they were hiding out at a house in the hills at Hopewell in the parish of Hanover. This house, we are told, is a 3-story house. Remember, Shortman is not poor. Shortman is in the game. He has been making a lot of money. So he was hiding out at this house. Chris, it is said that he was the conduit for Shortman. He used to carry things to Shortman and take things from him to carry wherever Shortman wanted to go. In December 2019, we are told that the police and soldiers, they carried out an operation at the house where Shortman and his brother Oral were hiding. They were able to capture Oral, but Shortman, he made good his escape. Now, Shortman, he was of the view that only Chris could have given out the information as to where he was hiding. His view was that either Chris tell the police directly or he told somebody who informed the police. As a result, Chris, he was marked for death. So on Sunday, December 22, 2019, about 8 p.m., Chris, he and 3 other persons, to include a schoolboy, they were at Chris' home at Stonehenge in the parish of St. James, when our information is that 2 men pounced on them. The men opened gunfire at them. When the shooting died down, it was discovered that 4 persons were shot. The hoodlums, they made good their escape on foot in the area. They were rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where Chris, he was pronounced DEAD. The 3 other persons, to include the schoolboy, they were also shot and injured. So, those are the 6 murders that Shortman, he was charged for. But if you notice, in this one story, at least 11 persons were shot. Remember that Shortman's father, he was also killed. So that's 7 persons shot. In the last incident where Chris was killed, 3 other persons were shot. So that's 10. In the incident where Fire was killed, an 8-year-old girl was shot also. So that's 11. And I am sure more persons were shot and either killed or injured. This all started from 2 of Shortman's former friends breaking into his house, stealing his vault with $5,000 and some papers. You see how a life now have no value in a Jamaica again? Now, after Chris was taken out, our information is that Shortman, he left to the parish of St. Ann, where he was hiding. In October 2020, the police, they received information. As a result, a raid was carried out at the house. He was held by the police, taken back to Montego Bay in the parish of St. James, where he was charged for 6 counts of murder, as well as wounding with intent and illegal possession of firearm. So, since October 2020, Shortman Ainsley Woodburn, he has been in custody at the Montego Bay Freeport lockup. He has been going to and from court. He was remanded in custody by the courts. But on Saturday, October 23, 2021, some minutes after 5:30 a.m., prisoners being housed at the lockup, they were let out to go and have a shower. They were let back in. Shortman and AJ, they could not be accounted for. Further checks were made and they were not seen. Our information is that a door that leads to the annex to the cell, it was seen open. It is suspected that AJ and Shortman, they walked out through this door. Like we reported on Monday, we told you that we are getting information that a sum of 15 million Jamaican dollars was paid to release Shortman. Shortman, since he walked out of the Freeport police lockup, nothing has been heard of from him. It is feared that he's gone to a small island by boat. We are getting some more information and we'll be coming back to you on this story. But, like I have always been saying, and some persons are upset when they hear it, if you don't call it mayhem, I don't know what you call it. But I have to end like this because the mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.